The offseason is here. The New York Jets, front and center. General managers, head coaches, requests being handed out throughout the league by our team. Who have they requested? Who will be interviewed? We will discuss that and much, much more. I thank you all for being here. I thank your patience for waiting. We'll be back after little ditties. No P ditties, just little ditties. Ready? Everybody mute yourself. Mute yourself.
Light of dawn's early light. What so proud that we hail? We're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Welcome, my friends. It's a shine time. Shine time. It's time to talk about the Jets. Don't you know it's shine time? Shine time. It's shine time. Time to be with my friends. Hey, have you seen my toe?
Jets recover the fumble.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky.
Who, me?
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
It is fantastic. Shout out to Blitz for the song. Shout out to Gator for the video. And now let's give shout outs to you guys. I know there were some people here early. Bill M, David D, Stack. I want to say what's up to them. I'm sorry for being late. I went from one job to the other job. I'm home for the meeting, and we had 3 interviews. We have 2 house openings. The interviews ran late. People can only call when they're available. So that's why I wasn't being rude, wasn't being disrespectful. Thank you for your patience and kindness and generosity. You're fucking awesome people. So we got, Robert C. was also here. Tom Ace was here early. BC was here early. Love Bites. Jeffrey, Nothing But Nets. Let's get into it now. Alan's here. Big fella. I'm in my StreamYard refreshed, and I lost a lot of the comments. It starts at 10:13, so I apologize. If you commented before that and I don't shout you out, just know that I'm not being rude. Peter's here. MC Mays is here. Peter, Jeffrey, David D, Rick, Hank G. What's up, Hank? Johnny Boy, Clancy, of course. I don't know I think we did announce this the other day. We have some new emojis. Hopefully we can hit a new emoji level if YouTube doesn't block us. I've done everything I can. I've sent every email I can send. Let's do a couple things while I'm saying hello. All right. Addison, the great Puff Addie's in the house. Weed the People's here. Three Siblings, Jay. Clancy, Red, Weed, Big Fella. Infrared. Hell yeah. Sing it, Infrared. Sing it loud. Sing it proud. Rest in peace. Proud New York Jet fan. Hawk, what's up, my brother? My brother. Who else we got here? ISU, who's become the fact checker moderator in the DP. Thank you for that today. That was quite entertaining. Who else we got? Trying to catch up with all you people. You guys comment a lot. I'm scanning through fast. Hey, Sarah, welcome. If you had a very good comment that you wanted me to read or a question, just repost it. I didn't read all the comments. I'm just scanning for names. Forgive me. Gary, got to make that money. Hell yeah. Got to make that money. Got to get money in the house so we can pay our bills. Stresses everywhere. Well, everyone is here. Welcome, all of you. You know the rules. Like the stream. We get the 50 likes. We drop the call-in link later on. A little bit of programming notes in terms of the Discord group. We are going to, now that the amount of memberships are growing and the amount of gifted memberships that are out there, myself and a couple of others, the council, have decided what we're going to do is we're going to minimize the Discord group to people who are paying members of the channel. And here's why. It's very difficult to monitor it with who gets gifted, who expires. If you are a recurring paying member, it's as long as you want to be here, right? And if you have that monthly recurring, it's easy to monitor it. You're not going to expire and then come back in. And I just feel that it's getting to the point where there's too much going on, and we probably going to minimize it down. And so if you have been getting gifted and you would like to stay in the Discord, please consider signing up for the membership on your own. I would like to keep everyone in there. You have been gifted, but I don't want to have to worry about rotating or somebody saying to me, hey, this person's not a member, hasn't been a member, and you just zip it pretty. That's it. Yeah, listen to Jeffrey. Jeffrey's a smart dude. Hit that like and feel part of something. You could be a special part of me by hitting the like button. Let's fix this because that got moved. Perfect. Okay. Jay, 3 siblings. That's your last time. I don't know why you keep posting that. I have no idea what your obsession with saying that is. But you could put a pretty bow on that and end that. Yes, Rick Kent, you are. You absolutely 100% are, and I appreciate you for that. So, without further ado, if you've noticed, tonight is not the Bobby weigh-in special. Tuesdays are supposed to be. We had holiday the last 2 Tuesdays, and Bobby is not feeling well today. Sent me a message early this morning, not feeling well. No shows today. But he's on shows today. Poopy pants liar. Poopy pants liar. So he thinks like the whole YouTube world revolves around him. I was like, Bob, just send me a picture of the scale and I'll just announce it. And then he said to me tonight, I'll send it tomorrow morning. Do we have any worries? Do we have any concern? Did Bobby add some LBs? Did Bobby add some poundage? Dun, dun, dun. Does Bobby still look awesome?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
He's right. Who starts a conversation like that? All right, let's get some things going here. Give me 1 minute, guys. I usually do this stuff before, but like I said, I came in job to job to job to now sit down for this job. Let me just change a couple things here. Get this popping off. Save you. Bloop, bloop. Let's add commercials. Done. All right. I should have played a video. Oh, real quick. Boomtown will not be part of the show tonight. So I want to make this announcement earlier so you guys could maybe take some notes on your own and help fill the void that will be left by Boomtown not note-taking tonight. So please participate in that if you plan on being here for the end. Thank you. And then you could drop some cool what did we learns, and we don't have to like bases loaded, 9th inning, up by 3, and then bring in Boomtown to be the awesome closer. Do any of these jobs involve Joy Taylor? I do love peanut butter, and I do love Restices, but I do not like Joy Taylor. Yeah, not a fan at all. Not a fan. Not surprised by the stories either, because I've said for the last 2 years that she had to sleep her way onto this show. It's nice when you're right. And you know what? Jason Taylor, as a guy who was pretty much a career-long Dolphin, good. Glad you're getting a little embarrassment by this too. All right, folks. So let's get into it. That's what she said. I am very well aware. That's what she said. Let's break this down. Reviewing the Jets interview requests, the yays and the nays. We're going to primarily stay with the coaches. Mike Vrabel, a lot of you remember, I said I don't think Vrabel will choose here. Vrabel will not choose here. The New England Patriots have scammed the NFL. They have made a mockery out of minority coaches. And they did 2 minority interviews today. And they have Mike Vrabel signed up for tomorrow. If they go and offer Mike Vrabel a contract tomorrow, the Patriots should be investigated. And the Patriots, who are known to cheat, should be penalized for making a mockery of it, knowing they had no intention of ever considering one of them for their head coaching position. The entire world expects Mike Vrabel to go to New England. I do too. So, unfortunately for the Jets fans and those that wanted him, we're going to have to go against them twice a year. With $132 million, top 3 pick, it's going to be very curious to see how this goes. So, it would be perfect that we had him in for an interview, didn't get the deal done, and now he moves on to our nemesis. Brian Flores has been requested for an interview. I like it. For me, in terms of experienced head coaches, Flores now moves to the top of the Nick Shine Wants You list. There are many different types of lists for Nick Shine Wants You, but in terms of head coaching, Brian Flores is now at the top of the experienced head coach I want you list. I like that he basically said F you to the Dolphins when they wanted him to lose. I like a guy who bucks the trend. I like a guy who, I know you guys are going to have fun with these comments later, the type of guys that I like. So just get used to it. Accept it. It's a football conversation. Back off. I like that he wasn't afraid to speak up to ownership. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or follow this news, but we are an organization where our ownership likes to get involved, whether it's from Harvard or whether it's from New Brunswick at Johnson & Johnson headquarters. I want a head coach who is not afraid to speak his mind, who's not afraid to say, back the F off. Brian Flores, I would accept. Coaches with experience that I would not be big on. Jeff Ulbrich, no. Interesting note that Jeff Ulbrich, the 49ers tonight are not retaining their defensive coordinator, and Shanahan asked to interview Ulbrich for that position last year. So that might be a quick place for Ulbrich to bounce back to, but I don't see Ulbrich being considered. Ron Rivera, nice guy. I've said it on the show. Nice guy. But I can't. I think 3 of his 14 seasons as a head coach were wins. So 11 losing seasons, or 500 or under. Can't do it. Arthur Smith. Offensive minded? Yes. Offensive moron? Yeah. You had Bijan Robinson last year and you barely used him. We have Breece Hall. Hasn't been utilized correctly. Why in the world would we think that Arthur Smith is going to come here and all of a sudden know how to utilize a running back the right way, especially somebody of Hall's capabilities? So for that reason alone, no. Brian Griese. Head coach? No. Being involved in on the coaching staff, I wouldn't be against, but definitely, absolutely 100% not as a head coach of the New York Jets. Bobby Slowick, same thing. I don't think the resume and coaching is big enough to put you at the head of a table immediately, and there's no real connection here. So I don't see that happening. Vance Joseph. I'll take you over Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan is my absolute do not hire. That is worst case scenario, because that means the Johnsons don't learn anything. We know they don't, but we don't need any more proof of it. I'll take Vance Joseph over Rex Ryan. He's near, and I'll take him over Ron Rivera and Griese and Slowick and Arthur Smith. But no, can't. Aaron Glenn. I've said it. You guys know where I stand on the Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn, loved you as a player. Respect you. Love the way that you started off as a scout, worked your way up to a coordinator. You did a tremendous job with this defense this year with all the injuries. But I'll use the analogy I've used for those of you that have missed it. I never wanted Don Mattingly to coach the Yankees because I know it's going to end bad and I know I'm going to end up hating you. I don't want that for Aaron Glenn. I loved Aaron Glenn as a player. Was a great Jet. I wouldn't want that for him. I wouldn't want this media and this fan base for him. He deserves better, to be completely honest with you. That's because I respect him that much. Here's an interesting one. Matt Nagy. People immediately hear Matt Nagy and write him off instantly. I'll say this. Matt Nagy went to the playoffs twice with Mitch Trubisky as a starting quarterback with the Bears. I don't think Matt Nagy is awful. I think he got a bad rap for being in Chicago. He spent some time under Andy Reid. I wouldn't love it. I wouldn't hate it. I would be open to see what comes of it and to see what he's learned. Now, Joe Brady, Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator, did the unimaginable. Got Josh Allen to stop turning the ball over. Whoever thought we'd see that day? I think he's too young. I think he's too inexperienced. To go to a head coach after a year and a couple months as a coordinator, I don't know. Or 2 years? I don't know. I would like it because it would hurt the Bills. I don't know if it puts us in a position to get where we want to be. But he did make a lot of improvements with Josh Allen. He did minimize the turnovers Josh Allen commits. And that could be the McVay Shanahan type of brain that some of these organizations will go crazy to get. Did I cover everyone else? Because I'm purposely saving one guy for the end. Josh McCown. Uncle Josh, as he was called here. I really, really like Josh McCown. I think he's a great leader. I think he showed that with the many teams that he's been on and been a part of. And you see how quickly he's climbing the ranks as a coach and getting head coaching interviews. I'm okay with Josh McCown. I think he's got a great leadership ability. I think that's something that players will relate to. You don't see a lot of quarterbacks go on to being head coaches, right? They don't need the money nowadays, right? You know, it's usually a defensive back or a offensive lineman, you know, tight ends, you know, guys who really study the game. You don't see the quarterbacks needing to go do that. You know, not the starters, at least, you know, guys who are, you know, like McCown. Made some nice money. But if you're committed to being a head coach, man, I would not be upset with Josh McCown at all. Who do I think we get? Now, that's the question. Tune in tomorrow, 9 p.m. Buffalo Jet fan and me, Nick Shine, will give you our off-season predictions. Thursday night, to be determined. So that's a little rundown of everyone. Oh, some names that I'm shocked. Names that I'm very surprised by. Todd Monken has not received an interview request. Liam Cohen has not received an interview request. Ben Johnson has not received an interview request. Ben Johnson, I think, made it known he wasn't interested in here. Why would you want to coach here with the last name Johnson under the Johnsons? The jokes would write themselves. So that's where we are. That's my thoughts. Big fella coming in with his 7th-month super chat. Big fella, thank you so much, man. Same feeling about Rex. Give us Flores. Vrabel would be nice, but he not the be-all, end-all. I think we are propping him up too much. Joy Taylor is mid. I mean, that's fantastic. All of it. Very mid. Very mid. And I love peanut butter. Miss peanut butter so much, man, on this eating chicken and cheese only. But very valid points, as always, big fella. Thank you. Oh, man, where are we? Give me a moment. I'm trying, you know what? If I'm old man interneting, I don't want to upset anybody. It's still cold. There's snow on the ground. There's a party. Where? Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Let's go beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other Merry Christmas. And the jet stuck while Bobby yells at Stanley. Shut the fuck up. Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope we left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heart beat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh shit. With Denmark Andy, Santa, Rudolph. No wonder Rudolph. Andy, you promised me you wasn't gonna do that no more. Oh my God. Nick is gonna kick us out of here.
got beat.
Gentry covered the fumble.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We tour Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Perfect timing. Going to the bathroom when the second song started, the perfect amount of time. That's what she said. All right. Let's get on to the general managers. And for all of you watching, I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring. It's so kind of you guys to care. I gifted a membership that went to Billy Milinovich, a.k.a. BAM Collectibles. Bam! Collectibles. Bam! Pop! Bam! Bam! All right. Good evening, Blitz. We just rocked your sweet melodies. I think that's what they call, right? We rocked your sweet melodies. That's what she said. All right, let's get on to the general manager list with who the New York Jets have requested so far. John Robinson, former Titans GM. No, thank you. Interesting one here. Trey Brown, Bengals personnel executive. Better knock the interview out of the park. Louis Riddick from ESPN. I'm on record as saying I'm not interested in Riddick. He hasn't been in an NFL front office in 11 years. That's the main reason for me. I respect him, his takes. I learn when he speaks. Just, you've been out of the game too long. I know you do analysis for ESPN, but just like with Rex, I don't want anything to do with ESPN. Both of you have been out for too long. Another name that just popped up, Alex Hallaby, Eagles assistant general manager. Do we go to the well again? Do we go where we got Joe Douglas from? Do we go to Philly? Curious to see what happens with him. I think that's one to keep an eye on. I really do. I think that could be the guy who steals the show. Philly's done a good job the last couple of years. They've gotten the best of us with some trades. Reddick. They took Becton from us. They took Huff. I know he didn't work out. Becton might make an all-pro team. He might make second-team all-pro. Who knows? Ryan Grigson, Vikings VP player personnel. The Vikings have sneakily put together a very good roster. Their receivers weren't taken top 10. Their quarterback, neither one of them were taken in. Well, Darnold was, but not by them. McCarthy wasn't top 10. They traded down with us when we moved up for AVT. They still got Darisaw. They've really put together a nice roster. And you don't plan on being in the top 10 every year like the Jets, the Browns, and the Titans. So you got to be able to find stars 15 to 25. Because ideally you want to be picking in the 20s every year, right? And I think the Vikings have done it. So I wouldn't sleep on Ryan Grigson. Some of the other names on the list. Ray Farmer from the Rams. He's been requested. I got to know more about him, to be honest with you. I don't know much. The Rams have built a contender through trades and not having number one picks for the most part, right? They traded them all away. It's an interesting tactic. I would need to know more about him and his impact on the team, which I do not know yet, to be completely honest with you. But some of the popular names, Jim Nagy from the Senior Bowl, interviewed, which is interesting. I don't know if I would go that route. I'd want someone who, even though not as maybe assistant general manager, but not the head. Thomas Dimitroff, former Falcons general manager. He's a strong candidate. Mike Greenberg, Bucks assistant general manager. You look at the Bucks roster up and down, and they got some real nice players on that roster. How much of a hand did he have in that? And then what a lot of people think are the favorite, Mike Borgonzi, the Chiefs assistant general manager. I really don't know. And the thing with this team, they will get wowed by an interview. That's what scares me about Rex, is Rex will wow in an interview. He'll have a plan. He'll be passionate. I don't know we don't know the general managers or the assistant general managers. They don't get a lot of microphone time. They don't get a lot of play around the league. So to think that we know who's going to do great in these interviews, we really don't. We know Louis Riddick because he's an on-air personality. We know Jim Nagy. If you follow the Senior Bowl and all the great work he does, you know him. Other than that, we don't know a lot about these guys. And that's where the interview process is so strong. That's where having people who aren't just the Johnsons running it factor in. So those are my takes. Going to have the prediction show tomorrow night with Buffalo Jet Fan at 9 o'clock. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys and gals a run through of what could be happening, what we could be seeing go on, and just get more familiar with the names out there. If you haven't already, please like the stream. Remember, super chats cut the line. Gifted memberships are a great way to support the channel. Share the love with your friends here in the chat. And maybe some people that you don't know. And it's a good way to meet people. Forget dating apps. Just gift memberships. And then we get to know people. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of that, the legend himself, the lady killer, Rick Kent, gifted 5 memberships. That went to Yeti, who's here in the chat right now. Pat Rich, Ricky New York, Jet Life 321, and Scott Foster. Rick, thank you. You are the man. I appreciate you. Stay awesome, brother. Yeah, Rick, that was a good collection of names, man. Thank you. Oh, close you for a second. Let's see. Where are we? Where are we with us? We're at 45 likes. We get to 50, we drop the call-in link. Everything changed today when the legend Bobby Midnight got ill. Supposed to be the weigh-in show. So, you know what we're going to do tonight? We're going to show the Discord some love. Not that type of love. Everyone put your pants on. Talking to you, Johnny. And probably Weed, too. Oh, I don't know. I've never seen Weed with pants. He's always sitting down. I'm going to drop the link for call-ins tonight in the Discord. Or you guys tell me. Here, this is your show. This is your show. Discord or YouTube. You have 3 minutes to vote. Starting now. 3 minutes. Begin. Where do I drop the link? In Discord or in YouTube. Nah, this is not my show. I am the facilitator that allows all of you amazing, fantastic people and weed to hang out. I just give you the platform. I just give you. I'm at 50, Stack. I'm at 50 right now. Oh, it's tied 50-50. Ooh, 16 votes tied. YouTube takes the lead. YouTube takes a bigger lead. Discord gains. Oh, it's close. Discord's 2 votes behind. Discord's 1 vote behind. Oh, this is tense. YouTube pulls away up 2. This is quite interesting. This is more exciting than watching a Jet game. At least both teams have a chance here. $30 votes in, 31 votes in. It's close. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If you are voting and you are voting for YouTube, that tells me one thing and one thing only. It means you want to call in. So when I post this link, because it looks like YouTube's going to win, or YouTube is going to win. Got about 30 seconds left. That's what she said. We're getting close here. It's very interesting. I love watching this when it's a close battle. Oh, so close. So tight. You know who said that. All right. It looks like we're going to end it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. End poll. YouTube won by 1 vote. 1 vote. So, ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Give me your thoughts. Feel free to call in. Feel free to discuss. Who do you think will get the general manager? Who do you think will get the head coach? Andrew's calling in. I've been following your channel and chat. It's an awesome community. It is. Thank you for that. Originally from New Jersey and live in Arizona, I typed your channel into my search feed because of finding you guys. I appreciate that, Andrews. I believe you are subscribed. You have to be if you're commenting. So I thank you for that. And it's a real fun community. There's some characters, of course. Like, why would we not want characters? It makes the world more interesting. But looking forward to you being in more of the shows coming forward, man. And chat, everyone, welcome Andrews. Am I saying it right? Andrews? I think so. So everyone, make Andrews feel welcome and make him a part of this community where he doesn't feel like an outsider. Here's somebody I wish was on the outside. That's what she said. Hi, Johnny. But you always end up inside. It's amazing.
Hey, sometimes it is what it is, man. Welcome, Andrews Moto. The community welcomes you, bro. So get ready for the fun times that come along with this.
That's the best welcome. Welcome, Andros. Watch out for weed. The person. It's okay to smoke, but just watch out for the person. Weed the people in here. He's a shiesty one. You guys are fucking awesome. You never listen to me in anything I ask, but you guys are so awesome in the chat that you will welcome somebody new to the community. That's what I love about you guys. There's very, very little moments where they listen to me, John. I say click in, you're the only one that clicks in. But if we say welcome a new member, they're like, hell yeah, come be a part of this. This is fun.
Dude, I do have to say, Nick, the Munkin piece is kind of weird, man. Like it's because he
Did the
succeeded.
last interview go bad, right? We interviewed him last time,
Yeah.
right? Was it just like F this? I don't want nothing to do with you guys. Like, did the interview turn ugly?
I think so, man. I think he's still salty. I mean, wouldn't you be right in regards to that, where they skipped you over for fucking Adam Gase? I mean, I would, man.
Did we request him during the Salah cycle?
I believe we did.
So he interviewed twice, and we passed him over
We
twice.
passed him over twice. Yep. And then we
Oh, you
haven't,
know
and
what?
we're not requesting him right now, which is weird. So
Unless they reached out and it's just known, hey, now we're good.
and I'm on the same boat with you with the Rex stuff, man. I mean, how can you be so passionate about speaking on you want to go ahead and have the position of head coach for the Jets, but then a day before the actual interview, when asked in regards about who your coordinators are, you don't put anything out there, and you give this blank question, well, blank answer, I'm sorry, in regards to that, to being like, I haven't thought about that yet. Like, what are we talking about? It's just the same old Rex, man. And Rick Kent says it all the time.
Smart man.
He says it all the time. Yo, he's like, it's a fucking circus with Rex. It'll be a circus all over again, man. So
Everything
I
that we
agree.
didn't want. Everything we don't want. Everything we don't want. And here's one of the issues I have. Stop running your job interview through ESPN with Mike Greenberg every goddamn morning. Now, I don't watch ESPN. I'm noted as being what the kids call on the streets an asshole. I mean, a hater. Same thing. But why are we doing this? Like, why are you being interviewed on ESPN for their content? If you are legitimate and serious about becoming the New York Jets head coach, you tell them at ESPN, I'm not discussing this on air. These are interview questions. I'm not conducting my interview on air. Now, if it's just all promotion and getting people to watch ESPN, cool. I respect that. Promote your brand. Your brand is ESPN right now. No other team is inviting you. No other team has requested an interview with you. Why on earth would we take this seriously?
Yeah, and I mean, and the stuff he said in the past too, and the stuff he's done in the past, it's like, I just want something different, man. Like, I want somebody that, a lot of people say, oh, he's going to keep people accountable for. But when he was here, he really didn't, man. If we're going to be honest with you, I just can't. Like, it's tough, man. I understand the passion piece of it, as he's like, I'm a Jets fan. I will do what the Jets, what's right for them, the blah, 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 the shit that we want to hear. You know what I'm saying? The sweet nothing's in our ear and the whole fucking line and everything. But, bro, you should have came to this shit and it should have been like, you know what? I'm thinking about having, Jim Leonard as my DC. I would love to try to see if maybe I could get Josh McCown over here because I see what he's doing with the Vikings. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? At least to be like, this is what I have and this is my plans, maybe talk about Bart and possibly wanting Bart to come over here and, I don't know, be the linebacking coach or some shit, but he didn't, bro. So it's tough, man. Tough to we're in a position right now that I don't think we've been in such a long time, bro, where it's really unknown, man, because and we're like fucking interviewing everybody, bro, too, which is good. I guess.
I like that, right?
Yeah, I do.
I like that. I like that, the old adage of leaving no stone unturned. But I would rather stone Rex than have him as head coach.
True that.
I
True that.
love that he loves the team. I love that he wants to be here. I like that. I appreciate that. I love the team. I want to be a head coach. I want to help this team win a Super Bowl. But it doesn't make sense to hire me. I think it makes more sense to hire me than it makes sense to hire Rex, because you know what Rex was. You know how the culture was. You know the ridiculousness of the press conferences. You know that he couldn't build an offense. You know he couldn't find a quarterback. Everything we fired Saleh for, minus the ridiculousness of it. But why would you bring a guy that is similar to the guy that you just fired?
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense. And I got a phone call today. I have a new ticket rep for the group outing that we did this year. And I said to her, I was like, listen, do you run into the Johnsons at all? What would he know? Nick Shine said, don't hire Rex. Do not do it. And she goes, well, and she laughed. And I was like, no. Say I said it. You're not saying it. Say I said it. Put my name on it. I'm okay with that.
100%.
Rick, I agree with this. He will go to bat for his team. He will. There are good qualities with Rex. And all of those qualities equate to a defensive coordinator who runs his side of the ball and has his guys in mind and who he's going to protect and who he's going to coach up. And he's very rarely in front of the microphone. If I could get egoless Rex Ryan to accept a defensive coordinator job and not tear the team apart, I would take Rex immediately with the staff and say, hey, you know what? You love the team. We think this is best for the team. But your dad won here as a defensive coordinator. Why don't you come and do the same thing?
Exactly.
You're a good enough defensive coordinator, even though you've been out of the league for 8 years. Your defensive mind is what we need. We're going to get an offensive guy to run it.
And Nick, and that's what I was talking a while back when in the very beginning, the whole Ben Johnson conversation was talked about, and he's the new shiny toy that's out there or whatever. And I was like, well, okay, let's say we get Ben Johnson over here. Why not have Rex be the DC? And everybody was like,
they didn't even request Ben Johnson because Ben Johnson made it known he wouldn't coach here.
And we figured all that.
On Twitter.
Yeah, we figured that much. I mean, I think for him, I think the New England right job, if as a first time, they won a shitload of rings over there, take that position itself. That's why for me, man, like at least myself, even though now it seems like Vrabel is going to be the guy over there. If I was Vrabel, bro, I wouldn't want to be under the fucking shadow of Bill Belichick. That's always going to be talked about.
That's why you let someone go for 1 year, right? Like Mayo was the rebound, and now you get into another relationship. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's how I think New England handled it. And to have $132 million available, have a top 3 pick, and you don't give the guy that you hired as a coach the opportunity to build it. You just let him run it when you were down, and now to fire him.
Yeah, it's grimy as fuck.
Big fella, thank you for the super chat. I still think this whole Rex shit started when Beningo said he wanted him back. On that alone, in no way should he be our coach. DC maybe. Okay, that's what my twin says. I'm with it. I'm 100% with that.
And I'm glad what you said about the Flores thing. I know I'm kind of repeating the stuff that you were saying, but it's what needed to be said in regards of the Flores. I want a head coach that's not scared to fucking tell the Johnsons to be like, yo, Brick, get the fuck out of my face, or I'm about to go to jail for punching an 18-year-old kid in the mouth. Like, that's what you're going to get with Flores. Like, and we need it, man. We've just been a clown show, dude, for so long, bro. It's insane, dude. It's nuts to me. Yeah. But, so Rick, never that, bro. But I don't know, man. I like your takes, and that's what I'm coming up here to say that, in regards to that, because it's Flores has been getting a lot of hate, bro, and it's coming from Fitzpatrick and him fucking crying about the fact
Yeah,
that, you know,
I'm seeing this. Chrome posted it. I think he mentioned it earlier, and I didn't get to it. What was said?
So he pretty much was saying that, like, you know, he is a good guy and all that, but then he just lost himself and was just an asshole to everybody pretty much, and and he said it. He said he will keep people disciplined and whatnot, but he just, you know, he lost himself when stuff wasn't going his way and blah blah blah. To me, man, because in an earlier interview, Fitz talked about Flores saying that in his contract shit that he had to be at a certain weight and all that. And Flores called him out for not being at that weight. Like, I don't see what's so wrong about that. You know, as a professional, like,
So let me get this right. Somebody who throughout its entire career was labeled as a failure and can never get to the playoffs got butthurt when a head coach tried to put a little more structure into his life to maybe help him succeed. Oh, little bitch boy was afraid of being coached?
exactly.
Come on, man.
And that's what I'm saying.
Every
about,
position,
like,
defensive linemen get weed all the time. Offensive linemen have a mandate of where they want to be played at, what weight they want to play at. Grow the fuck up, Fitzpatrick.
and that's
Trim
what
your
I'm
beard.
saying.
Shave your beard if you want to lose a couple pounds. I'm gonna do it
Yeah.
soon.
And that's what I mean. Like, I just, again, with him, you know what he's bringing to the table, and you know he's gonna put people in their place as it should be. Like, if the coordinators are not doing what they're supposed to do, right? Yo, either you step up your shit or you're fucking gone. It happens in all of our jobs on an every fucking day base. What makes that any different than you got your boss telling you that? You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, man. It's I just hope whoever the hell the Jets get, right, from the top of the GM to the head coach, that it's somebody that's going to come in here and it's going to completely change the culture, because we do have pieces
Yeah.
that can make this team be like a fucking Washington Commanders, you know, and we could essentially have something like that go for us next year. I just want to win a fucking season. You know, it's 9 seasons of us not winning. That fucking sucks to hear that we can't even
And the
have a
one time we
winning
did
record.
win, we could have made it to the playoffs, except Fitzpatrick decided to play catch with the entire city of Orchard Park and the Orchard Park Bills.
Yep. Yeah, so that's why I hate fucking Fitzpatrick. Fuck that dude, man.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of. I liked him as a player when he was here that first year, until the end, and then bringing him back for the second year, it ended up being a disaster. And I don't know, as an announcer or whatever the hell you call him now with Amazon, he's trying too hard to be like gimmicky, in my opinion, and trying to get his name out there and with Twitter. And bro, nobody gave a fuck about you when you were a player. Don't think we're gonna give a fuck about you now.
Yeah, and he sucks at commentating.
Hashtag Nick Shine quotes.
Yeah, he sucks at commentating too, bro. He's the fucking worst, man. So
All of these shows do. All of these shows do. The worst thing in the world for me was watching the college football playoff and kicking it to ESPN and these assholes in the booth, or watching the games on Saturday and ESPN kicking it to Ryan Clark and others in their studio. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Just show me Frisbee dogs and give me a good goddamn halftime show.
And young Nick, let me ask you this, right? I know everybody's been talking about the head coaches and they've been talking about the GMs and all that, but not a lot of individuals have been speaking on coordinators out there, right? You kind of mentioned.
1 second, hold that thought. Carly says it's 11-11. I wish that the New York Jets do not hire Rex Ryan as head coach. Thank you. I had to get that in on time.
I just wish that we get some fucking body that's going to change this team and we get a winning season next year and maybe the playoffs. Thank you, baby Jesus.
Oh, did Rick Kent type the wrong time? He did 7-11, then he realized it was 8-11. Oh, Rick can. I do it all the time, Rick. I mistype a lot.
1111 Make-A-Wish Foundation. Dude, but anyways,
Yeah, ask me about. Go ahead.
yeah,
What
I
do you
mean,
got?
who would you want, bro? Like, who are some of them guys that are out there that you would want to see come up and
It
possibly?
depends, right? Like, it's not a blanketed answer because guys are going to bring in guys they've been affiliated with. You know, it's not. If you get Brady from Buffalo, he might try to bring over the quarterbacks coach to be his offensive coordinator. He might bring in the run game coordinator to be an offensive coordinator or the passing game guy. He's going to pick from the rooms he's been in, right? If you get Flores, there's more options. He's been a head coach. He's been with different teams. If you get Vance Joseph, it's guys who've been around. All of these guys have one thing in common over Rex Ryan. They've been coaching. So they have relationships that are with current coaches. The thing, if you get a defensive coach and it's a first-time coach, an Aaron Glenn, it's very unlikely you're going to get a proven coordinator to go under a first-time head coach. Because just like fans, coaches think the same thing. What's this team going to be under this guy? What's the structure going to be? What's the culture going to be? How's the game plan going to be? There's a lot of unknown. That's why you get first-time guys bringing in first-time guys underneath them and trying to roll the dice. Saleh brought in LaFleur. That didn't work. Then they had to go get Hackett and co. That didn't work. Like, if you have credibility and you have namesake and you have experience and you've done things the right way, but maybe some injuries happened or whatever, and you had bad luck and you got terminated, people will look at the entire painting, so to say, and find the good parts of it. Carolina wins, beats SMU.
So I say this, Nick, because I was thinking more about also with the whole picking of Flores, right? You know, he has a giant relationship with the Patriots because he was there for like 15 something years or whatever, doing what he was doing over there. What would you think if, okay, Flores head coach, right? OC ends up being Josh McDaniel. It hasn't been talked about. Nobody spoke about that, but that's a big relationship that he has with, right? How would you feel in regards to that? And that's a whole Patriot shit. And I hate the fucking Patriots. But
McDaniel's Bill Belichick Jr. His offense has been shit without Brady.
Exactly. Okay,
Went
good.
to Denver, was shit. Went to Vegas, was shit. The only time McDaniel ever had success was under with Brady as his quarterback. I would be very, very upset with that.
So I had a conversation with one of my boys earlier, and we were talking about that. And I was in the same boat. I was like, yo, he fucking sucked. I was like, what are we talking about? After Brady left, what was he? You saw what he did over there in Oakland. He didn't do nothing. Denver, same old stuff and everything. So
not even close to completing the contract either time.
Correct.
Not close.
But then you and I
could not. I would be irate.
Then you and I earlier, we were talking about the DC positions, and we kind of brought up the name Antonio Pierce, right?
Again, I don't know if I do defensive coordinator with him.
Okay.
I tell you right now, I would love Antonio Pierce to get a head coaching job interview. I love the culture. I love the respect he demands of the players and gets. I love the mindset. I love the approach. The thing that worries me is who would he be able to get as his staff? Not a very great offense out there, not a quarterback, so we don't know what that would be. But the man, the leader, I'm a huge fan of. Huge fan. He went from linebackers coach to interim to head coach. Never ran the defense. I'm not saying he can't, but I want experience in the job you're getting. That's me.
Yeah, man. There's just a lot of stuff that's out there right now, man. That
Oh,
you know,
Andrews brings this up real quick. Pierce fell on the sword for Herm at ASU. Did Pierce run the defense at ASU? Was he the defensive coordinator there? I don't know. If ISU, you're our fact checker, but Andrews, if you know, please let us know.
oh man, I don't know, bro. Again, man, it's just full circle of shit that we're in, just trying to figure out who's gonna fucking stick, man. And it sucks, bro, because this year was not supposed to be like this at all, you know. But
Yeah, that's the
it is.
Jets. That always happens. All right, I got. You want to hang out for a minute?
Yeah, let's play it
All right.
on. I'll be in the back.
He was defensive. He was the linebackers coach. Okay, so he went to the Raiders with the same position. All right, I drank a ton of water today. I've been trying to up my water intake, and let's do this. I'm gonna get up and run to the bathroom. If I'm not back in time, you talk.
Got it.
It's got beat.
Gentry covering the fumble.
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah, that was awesome, bro.
that's fantastic. He's good.
Now
We got
I have
another
another
thing
one
we're
for you.
working on too coming out.
I got another one for you, Nick.
We got another Blitz creation coming down the pipeline soon.
Yo, shout out to Blitz, bro. He's killing it on the tracks, man. Yo, Blitz BK, bro. That man is on fuego like San Diego, bro. Like that dude's killing it out there. I wanted to ask you this real quick. Oh well, Clancy kind of said it, but if McCarthy was to shake
What you
off,
got?
right, out of Dallas,
He's
he
not.
ain't gonna be. Oh, he's not.
He's not. The Cowboys just denied him getting interviewed by the Bears. The Bears put in a request. Like the Bears were going to trade for McCarthy. And Jerry
Really?
Jones said no. Like that was your out. What are you winning with McCarthy?
Well, not as a head
You
coach.
get a one
I'm-
seed under McCarthy and didn't win a playoff game. Like what else? He's all of a sudden miraculously going to be this great coach? No, you say thank you. We're going to get compensation for a guy that we should have fired.
Yeah.
Yes, please interview him. Take him. But Jerry Jones,
being
here's the
Jerry
thing that
Jones.
worries me. Woody Johnson is turning into Jerry Jones Jr.
Oof.
He doesn't care how the team gets talked about. He wants to be a story. He wants the merchandise sales, and he wants no, Rob, not for us, brother. The Bears.
Yeah.
Not
And I will say
Rob.
McCarthy as an OC. I'm not saying as a head coach, right? Because I'm talking about more of the coordinator
He'll get a head
positions
coach
and
job.
all that.
He's been around too long as a head coach.
You think? Okay.
I don't think he'd take it. If he got fired, I think he just sits and gets a payday. Probably goes to television. Now, yeah, Rob, today the Bears put in a formal request to interview Mike McCarthy, and then if they were to hire him, would have to work out trade compensation, kind of like what we did with Herman Edwards and the Chiefs years ago. And I guess what we did with Belichick, too. Yeah, we've traded 2 head coaches. It's very rare that it happens, but we've done it twice.
Yo, I would love if Kyle Shanahan was fucking shaken off, bro, or there was a way to do that.
There's no way.
God damn, bro. I would
No
love
way.
that dude, man.
No way. While you're here, I'm gonna bring in somebody else.
Let's do it.
What up, boys?
What up, Weed?
How you doing today, Johnny? I feel like I just saw you.
You did. You call me Jonathan.
I did call you Jonathan. It felt good. What's up, Nick?
Hello. How are you,
How
sir?
are you?
Welcome.
How are you this fine evening?
I'm tired. Long day.
You look tired. You're fucking going nonstop.
Yeah.
You're working like a single mother.
I am.
You got that energy, bro. I'm telling you. Just stay away from the Adderall. You'll be good.
Words to live by.
Oh yeah. I would be pissed if Flores goes to fucking New England.
Patty Grimes, our one and only resident Lions fan,
Wait,
learned that McCarthy's contract ends on January 14th. Interesting. I didn't know that.
maybe the Cowboys just don't want him to go to another NFC team.
Jesus Jerry Vaca with the super chat. Thank you. Flores addressed, said he's changed since Finn's job into a quote, no to Rex. It's like going back to an ex-head coach that holds people accountable and disciplined.
I'd say another Rex too. I'm with you on that.
Going back to an ex, period. A head coach that holds people accountable and disciplined. Yeah. I agree, man. Thank you. And thank you for trying to gift the memberships last week. I hope you got refunded. They capped me on YouTube and it didn't go through, Jerry. Thank you.
Those motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
I know your name's not Jerry but I'm calling you Jerry because I wasn't gonna call you Jesus.
Nick and Weed, I did want to talk a little bit about what's been going on around in the NFL and everything, right? So
What do you got?
with everything going on with Miami right now, with Hill wanting out, right?
And Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey saying what he's been saying in regards to that.
What he
Right.
said, I haven't really thought too much. I remember the Tyreek stuff. I didn't know Jalen Ramsey was talking shit too.
He posted some really weird shit on Instagram. And it was, long story short, there's a famous composer who was out on the street. And since it was out on the street, people weren't really like appreciating who it was. And long story short, what he basically tried saying is, I'm too good to be here where nothing good will come out of it. So maybe it's time. That's what I took out of the Instagram post.
Basically, what Tyreek Hill said, where he's like, I'm too good to just be out there. But that's because they were using him as a decoy.
You wanted to go there because there's no state income tax. You wanted to go there because they were willing to pay you a boatload of money. But we all said that they're not.
No, dude, he wanted to go play with the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. Okay.
Yeah.
We dodged a bullet.
He left Mahomes to go play.
Imagine he goes crawling back to Casey. I'm sorry I said that, Pat. It was all about the income tax and the money.
We did dodge a bullet with him, though. Imagine with everything that happened with the Jets right now, and you have a Tyreek Hill in there, to be just adding freaking fuel to the fire, man.
With the amount of money Miami's going to owe him, 2026, the cap hit's like $50 million, so they have to trade him this offseason, this season.
Real quick, Daniel Meehan, our resident Dolphin fan, says Flores is an authoritarian. You guys will regret it. I won't regret that because we've been so undisciplined and so player friendly as coaches. I need a change. I'll take that over this soft, undisciplined, no accountability crap that we've been going through. Will it be perfect with an authoritarian? No, absolutely not. There's going to be things that probably drive me nuts. But I need some of these boxes, penalties, no accountability, that we haven't been able to check. I need those boxes checked. I'm not saying he's the perfect candidate, but if Rabel's gone, he moves up to the top of my list.
I only have two things to say that. One, Nick, you're talking to a couple of Trump supporters up here. Of course they want an authoritarian. So I'm just and two, I actually kind of forgot what number two was because that was pretty funny.
I mean, and that's the thing in regards to that, right? Like, I get what he's saying, but we haven't had that shit for so long. For the last, I don't know what, 4 years, we've had a guy that's been telling us they've had a great practice. I don't know why it's not
All we've had
freaking
was great practice.
showing great on the game and all that stuff like that. He's patting Clemens in the back for almost getting a penalty on us to say, "Hey, we didn't get caught this time, buddy. Good job," but gets a fucking
Dude, that
penalty.
belly flop on the pile was unacceptable.
Yeah,
and then, to Nick's point, the Bills game, I think we had either almost as many or more penalty yards than we had offensive yards. You can't fucking win a game like that.
I just want some.
We would lead the entire NFL this season in drops and penalties.
True.
Yeah. Barney saying he agrees we need some authority. Nick, final morning. Daniel, I get it. I know you have firsthand experience with him being the head coach and know more about the stories than we do that hit the national media. I appreciate the input. That's what she said. But I need somebody to get these players in line, to have accountability, to not allow false start after false start, to teach them how to fucking not line up off sides. Like, just so much stupid shit that happens with this team. He's either, like I said, I'll repeat it. Is he the perfect candidate? No, but he might be the right candidate.
Dude, I'll tell you what, one of the things I'm going to be super happy about is Keith Carter's going to be gone.
Yeah, all everything on there.
Keith Carter's probably the most to blame for our run game not working at all this season. It's Keith Carter.
Hey, Johnny, do me a favor.
What up?
Oh, here. Alan, watch this. Hey, I called into a show. I don't have my camera on. I don't have to have my face there.
You can change your name.
Call in. Stop it. You could still call in.
You can change your name, Alan. Fucking make it say Peanut Head. Bobby will love it.
If you called in with just the initials AA, as somebody who is close to 22 months older this Friday, I would appreciate it. I'll give you airtime.
There you go.
Have to have the camera on.
Nick is always happy to promote AA.
Absolutely.
And Nick,
very good group of people who all try to help one another.
That's right.
Nick, and to your guy, the guy Daniel, I think his name is.
Nikki said to me the other day. I'm sorry, Johnny. Nikki said to me the other day, "Daddy, you didn't wear the helmet hat once this year." And I was like, "Son of a bitch, you're right."
Yo, that is true, bro.
I didn't wear it one game.
That is true.
I wore it 2 years ago. We won 5 games in a row and it had superpowers, and I didn't wear it once this year.
That's not a coincidence, then. So it's not Rodgers' fault. It's Nick's fault. Nick, because you didn't wear that hat, Rodgers wouldn't throw a pass over 10 yards.
Yo, Nick, and I say
he
this.
Took it personal.
I know a lot of Dolphin fans, right? And a lot of these Dolphin fans wish they have Flores back and everything, because everything that he said in regards to a lot of the stuff that's happening within his organization itself has come to light.
And especially about Tua. He said Tua is soft as baby shit. And he is.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a tough one. Something else needs to fucking give, and we need a change, and we need a big change. We just can't have somebody just come in and be like, "Oh, it's all right." No, fuck that.
Shut up, Jay.
Alan says my face can't be on screen, guys. But Nick, I listened to your monologue on Sunday. Fantastic, thank you. Chrome immediately replies, "Alan is Mossad." Confirmed.
You know what we do? Is we do it like
good banter.
Like those old fucking mob video, like the mob documentaries. We just put them on screen as a silhouette with a fucking robot voice.
I thought like the old Unsolved Mysteries.
Yeah.
The silhouette sitting there.
Yeah, Daniel, but I mean, would you have wanted Deshaun Watson when Deshaun Watson was good as shit over soft ass Tua? Deshaun Watson, I really feel like he declined after the whole fucking suspension and being gone.
Well, he also held out
for so long.
Didn't he hold out for a year and then get suspended for a year?
Stack yelled at me, so I had to show you this. Browns had the most drops with 44. Jets are second with 35. I think Rodgers is first with the quarterback who had the most drops because the Browns alternated quarterbacks.
Yeah, that could be a thing. All I know is that
60 of you
that's
that are
one of the
here.
stats that they were showing during the game. It's the first time. Okay.
I'd like to thank the 60 of you that are here. If you haven't already, please like the stream. What we're doing here is every time we get 50 likes, we drop the link now. So you likey, I share linky.
Spank that like.
Yo, Barney makes a really good thing about if Flores, let's just hypothetically say he is the coach here, who does he cut? Like, what are the players like off jump? He just starts fucking cutting and all that. And he put a
Isn't
list out
Clemens
there.
year 4? Clemens is a expired contract, right?
3 or 4, yeah.
I think I'm not sure, bro, to be honest with you.
Clemens
with
wasn't the
Clemens.
Jermaine Johnson class, right?
Yeah, I think no. I think he was the class before that.
So then he's a free agent. He's
No,
not getting
maybe he
paid.
was. No, because he would have been. That means he would have been the Zach Wilson class, but he wasn't.
Clemens should have been cut a long time ago. if we're
I
gonna
think
be
Clemens
honest.
was the Johnson class.
The Ashton Davis one, right? Even though he's a free agent, it's
Yeah.
I never really hated
Year
the Ashton
3.
Davis pick.
He's year 3. Clemens has to go. Clemens is not rosterable in the NFL.
Yeah, I never hated the Ashton Davis pick, but if once his contract's up, you get rid of him. He's not somebody that you want to extend.
What's up, Kim? Who are you looking at, Nick? I missed the beginning. Well, little spoiler alert for you, Kim, and thank you for tuning in. I just did like a summary of everybody who's been requested. Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, I'll be joined by the Buffalo Jet fan, and we will give our off-season predictions. So today was kind of a, hey, what's going on? Tomorrow is a, hey, let's do this. So it's kind of a 2-tiered show. Today was the introductory. I'm starting to like use my brain as a content creator and start maybe having shows lead into other shows. I don't know. I'm going next level, I think the kids say. JR
playing
Jet with a
4D
super
chess.
chat. JR Jet with a super chat. 3 strikes and you're I'm trying to bait him. JR Jet with a super chat saying Happy New Year. Let's hope we get it right this time. No one wants to see this playoff drought continue another year. Hashtag Jet up. JR Jet, from your lips to God's ears. Nobody wants to see another year of a playoff drought. I'm tired of the fucking image on CBS, on Twitter, everywhere. I am disgusted by it. I would love to make the playoffs. I would love to win a playoff game. I would love to win multiple. I will be completely honest with you. I think it lasts at least one more year. I would be shocked, happy as hell, as you guys know, but I would be completely shocked if the questions at quarterback, the coaching change, the roster turnover, if it happens next year. Coaching does make all the difference in the world, so we could do it. But right now, today, January 7th, I tell all of you, I don't think we make the playoffs next year.
I agree, 100%. Until we find out who the coach is going to be, what's going to happen with the quarterback, everything like that, it's a 50-50, and I lean towards probably not.
It's fair.
A lot has to go right.
Jesus Jerry Vaca with another super chat. Thank you, my friend. Did you notice when A-Rod got 500, the love from the players and staff? Was that fake or a guy who wasn't the problem? A-Rod better than what's out there. Now, there's layers to this because individual talent throwing the ball, is he better than? Yes, he's the best option by far. But there's more that comes with it. There's the salary cap ramifications. There's a new coaching staff coming in. Are they going to want a fresh start? Is the new general manager going to want to take that money, change the contract, add void years, and prolong the amount of money and the amount of time that Rodgers is a cap hit? It's not as simple as just Rodgers, 1-year deal, $30 million, done. And that's where it gets complicated. That's where the difficulty comes in. That's where the difficult decisions get made. And it's not a matter of, is Rodgers the best quarterback? It's a matter of prolonging Rodgers. Is it the best thing for this organization, short and long term?
100%.
5 wins? It's not the only reason. But again, if we scored on our opening drives with a week to prepare, if we scored in the first half, we have bigger leads later in the game.
We have
And
scored in the
the
first half.
ability
before,
to sustain. We did not. We were one of the worst teams in the league on opening drives. I don't think we scored on an opening drive.
Opening drives, yeah. That's been like the last like fucking decade for us. It's crazy.
I mean,
Thank
Nick,
you, Nate. I appreciate you for saying that.
Nick, like I would have to say that I think I would be more on the Aaron Rodgers train if the defense was a lot better. The defense has so many holes going into it next year, and we don't even have a head coach or a GM that we could be like, they might be able to fix it. Dude,
I'll still blame
imagine
on the defense.
Imagine if the Jets actually really jet, and it's like Mike Tannenbaum is the guy, and we get like I don't fucking know, like who's a really bad candidate is out there.
I don't know. Don't even say it. Don't even speak it into existence.
Byron Leftwich.
I'll say one thing about Rodgers is if we keep him, we have to make the playoffs. Otherwise, it's an absolute failure. The worst if we kept him, the worst thing that could happen is he does play horrible and we go 5-12 again. If we keep him, we have to. It's got to be to hit the playoffs.
It's great comment here by Nate. Notice it's Nate Bonifant, not the other Nate, who never makes a great comment. If Jeremy Ruckert isn't sliding into Carly's DMs, he has no business even being mentioned on any Jet show. Cut ties, he's terrible. Agreed. I am on record as saying I want an entirely new tight end room. Get rid of them all.
Yeah,
I want athletic guys. I want guys who are mismatches. I want guys who can create advantages for us. I want a guy who can help a young quarterback if the young is the route that we go.
Zach Kuntz.
Now, remember when we all thought Chris Herndon was going to be the next best thing? He booted him.
I didn't. That was just God intervening with Johnny.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. Remember when we all thought Herndon was going to be the next best fucking tight end for the Jets?
He made that one-handed catch against the Packers, ironically, at like the 2-yard line, and we're all like, "We got the greatest tight end ever."
It's just like that's what happened with Gibson when he made that one kick return. Now we're like, "We got the best kick returner ever."
Who would be out there that we would? I mean, I'm guessing you would say we would probably have to draft a tight end then, right, Nick? To go ahead and is pretty much what you're saying. If we're going to get rid of all of them.
Wait, would you take a first round tight end if there's a good one? Are there any? I don't watch college football or follow it, so I don't know.
Yeah, because he made perfect timing with the comment. I would take this one. Tyler Warren from Penn State. Watch the playoff game. Watch him. Anytime Drew Aller's in trouble, he just throws it towards him. He throws it up. The guy goes and makes catches. He is, I think, a more muscular George Kittle.
Sign me up.
Is that a thing?
I mean, he looks bigger than Kittle. Maybe I'm wrong on the size of the weight. If someone wants to fact check me, I would appreciate it. But to me, the kid can run, the kid can catch, the kid can move, the kid can block. He blocked a guy in 10 yards, like out of bounds one game.
That's the biggest thing for this team.
6'6", 275. I think Kittle's like 6'4", 248.
Yeah, dude, that's a beast. I
would guess. That's my guess on Kittle's size without knowing it.
Shit,
that's a big thing we need in our next tight ends. Is the ability to block, make a fucking block, dude. Because none of them can do it. You know who we should go get? Tim Tebow. He's a tight end now, isn't he?
Hold on 1 second. MC Mays, is this Warren? Or is this Warren? What are you guys typing? You put in info without telling me.
That's for Warren. They're talking about Warren.
Was like a 20-pound difference between the two of them.
So Warren is 6'6", 257. I think Kittle is a little smaller with height and weight.
Yo, but you know what's going to be?
Sorry,
but you guys know what's going to be the argument over this, right? If we was to get a tight end high again, you guys could have gotten Brock Bowers last year.
Don't Gary.
Who cares? Who cares? I hate it. I hate going backwards. There's so many other players we could have gotten.
100%.
It doesn't mean a goddamn thing with what the future entails.
I'm still happy we got Olu.
I was team weapon. I'm a Georgia guy. I wanted Bowers.
Same.
But watching Tyron Smith this year, and then seeing Olu get the reps that he got and seeing how elite of a pass blocking guy he could be, it's the right pick.
100%.
To have four of
Yeah.
your 5 offensive linemen locked in for next year, that's a good thing in this league because there will be continuity. Now,
Yeah.
let Morgan Moses go. Stop with the re-sign Morgan Moses. No new staff is going to sign a 35-year-old tackle. Let him go. Thank you for your service. You're no longer needed.
Well, you
Go
don't want to
get me
extend them?
a massive run-mauling right tackle that we can just get behind and get short yardage.
Yeah.
Go get
for
me
sure.
a guy that will blow the freaking defensive end out to the sideline, hit the linebacker, and then we can run our stretch runs with a guy who can win 2 blocks. I love
wanna
him as a pass blocker, but I need more aggressiveness. I need a big man, like I need a guy 6'6", 330, who just gets a hold of you and drives you back 4 or 5 yards. We don't have that guy.
I don't want to say, but I wouldn't have minded having Becton back without Keith Carter as the run game coordinator.
Are we talking about like nah, bro? Fuck Becton, bro, and everything that he's done. Like
And Carter.
they could go and kick rocks, man.
Carter
Like,
being gone is going to be huge with the, like Nick said, four guys coming back, solidified. They're good fucking players. Tippmann, Tucker, Vera Tucker, fucking Olu, dude, they were fucking almost set. We got a couple, like 1 or 2 guys, some depth guys away. Get a good solid fucking offensive line coach in here. Good to go.
You know what we get this year? If we can find a guy. Remember when Landon Dickerson was coming out of Alabama and they were like, is he going to be a guard? Is he going to be a center? What position is he going to play? Get me a guy like that. Someone that who, if AVT is gone after next year, you can fill him in there. Or he can play Simpson and take his spot there at left guard. Or something happens to Tippmann, he can cover there. Go get me a guard center who has long-term capability to step in on a spot on any of the interior 3 and can be a backup this year for any of the interior 3. Go find me that guy. And then let him play so goddamn well that we don't ever have to take him off the field if he gets it.
Yeah, a good solid one that doesn't get hurt every fucking year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so now you guys have me more intrigued now too with the tight end conversation and everything as well. You know, because I mean that's
well. Let's look at it this way, John. Let's break it down, right? At 7, you're going to have 2 quarterbacks gone. You're going to have a cornerback most likely gone. You should have a receiver gone. You should have the Graham, the D tackle, and Carter, the outside linebacker, DN gone. Those are the top 6 talents. Now, does somebody reach for a quarterback? Does Drew Aller declare? Does that push one of these guys down to us? Do we move down if guys that we covet are out, where we can get more picks to make up for losing the 3 and losing the picks for Adams and Reddick? Okay, I could be convinced of that. If Carter and Graham are gone, I could move down. If we lose Adams and Tat McMillan's gone, I can move down. Get me more picks, move back a little bit, start the new regime by building some more capital. Fine with that. We have 4 of the 5 offensive linemen. Do we have to use a 5th pick on the first rounder offensive lineman? No.
Yeah.
If you get a big, massive defensive tackle and you are confident with where Jermaine Johnson is at, do we have to take a defensive end in round 1? No. Could we take receiver? Yes. Could we take a tight end? Yes. If Garrett Wilson gets locked up, I'm okay taking a tight end to help Garrett Wilson, because a tight end getting open down the middle of the field opens everything you want to do with Garrett, getting deep.
Are there any tight ends that you could see taking at 7?
That's 3. It makes the safeties have to step up and respect that tight end in the middle of the field. It makes the linebackers pinch. It opens up more on the outside. Right now, our tight ends don't scare anyone. So if you're playing a zone, which a lot of teams do in the NFL, that linebacker on the side of Garrett can slide out that way more. What does that mean now? It's a domino effect. The cornerback knows he's got help to the inside. He can play the outside more, taking off the sideline routes for Garrett. And then you have the safety. You basically almost have 3 guys in a triangle for Garrett's routes. But now if you're hitting guys up the middle, those linebackers got a pinch. that safety's got to come over and respect it. And now you have from the hash out with Garrett one-on-one, and he can get vertical.
Yep, and get the long ball on there. That's right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So that's why it's intriguing to me now in regards to that, because I mean, we solidified the line, which needed to be it. So, Nick, but I'm gonna head out, bro. So we're gonna
thank you.
check the
Appreciate
kids.
you coming
Appreciate.
on.
This was
Go
awesome.
ahead, plug away. Tell everyone where you are.
Yeah,
Don't
keep
say
doing the
what
great
you
work. Keep doing the great work, guys, man.
Thank you.
I always appreciate the stuff you put in your background. I think it always makes me laugh, man. So appreciate that. Nick, keep killing it, man. The rebrand is doing its thing. The Nick Shine Show. If you guys have not liked or subbed, y'all missing out. Please go right ahead and do that. If not, then what are you guys talking about? And yeah, if you guys want to come and check out a show, Jets Worldwide on Fridays, 7:30. We're switching it up right now. It's a spot where you can come over, have some fun, in the sense of we don't really talk about, numbers, analytics, or anything to that regards. It's a spot where you could come and chill, and we could talk about some old Jet stuff that's occurred. So, but hey, appreciate you guys, and I hate the name Jonathan. Peace. J Quest, that was for you.
It's a good name.
If you haven't already, I'm pulling up the link right now to share it for Snowball and Johnny. Let's get them. Where are we here? Why am I not live? There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get to. What the fuck is it? Why can't I don't know. I hate this shit. Give me a moment, guys. Johnny, thank you. I appreciate you.
Peace out, guys.
You're the man. Good, I'm trying to find the link. I swear I'll get to it. I can't.
It's all good, man.
I gotta change.
I think I messed up, man, by saying Jonathan, because now everybody's calling me Jonathan boy.
Yeah, I don't know why you would do that.
It's all good. It is
Rule number 1: never tell people what you don't like to be called.
I don't like to be called a winner.
Well, that doesn't work now.
Damn it. All right.
Too late.
Peace, guys.
Later, Jonathan.
Will that show?
You having an old man moment with technology, Nick?
Not. I can't get. I don't know why. Normally, I just go into my YouTube from. There we go. Got it. Finally. Thank you, Jesus.
I never doubted you.
See, it blocks it if you're not a moderator from posting a link. And I was in my Nick Shine account, not this account.
Aha. Get your asses over there and subscribe.
Oh, Clancy, I had YouTube open from my Nick Shine account, and that account's not a moderator. I just should have had you post a goddamn link. I'm like, why can't I post this? Why is it not popping up in here? That's why.
Understandable.
Very fair, Clancy. Very fair. I deserve that. I learned today that I deserve to be made fun of.
Nick, you think Woody's going to get this right? What do you think the odds are?
Well, I am a firm believer that it's always 50-50. It's either it is or it isn't.
That's fair. Very fair.
But adding the Johnsons into it, it's probably 5% that this works. I mean, I think there are guys out there that can make it work. I think there's general managers out there that can make it work. Do we find the perfect pair? If we do let's have this discussion, right? With that, let's say we draft a quarterback. This fan base cannot be dumb enough to be screaming for this guy to play. Every quarterback that sits does better.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I mean, 1 out of every dozen is a Jaden Daniels, right? Or Joe Burrow.
Or fucking, what was last? CJ Stroud. But even CJ Stroud fell off a little bit. Jaden Daniels had, didn't do the best down the end, but it's crazy. Every quarterback that we've drafted and started immediately outside of Sanchez didn't really do the best. Maybe Pennington. I'm down for drafting somebody, letting them sit behind a bridge quarterback.
You have to. If you're not getting, I think Sanders is the most NFL ready. But even still, like I don't think Sanders is day one starter. If you're Tennessee and you decide to go with Sanders, number one, I would love it because I would love Dion and his son having to go to a small market. That I would find so enjoyable. I don't want him in a Dallas or a New York. Like, no, it would be nauseating for me.
The worst.
But I think it's the right place for that kid to go because you still have Levis. Levis can play a little bit. And then if you go to Sanders, you go to Sanders. Or do you just a new general manager? Do you cut ties? I don't know. There's so many layers to each team, right? But if you were the Jets and say Drew Aller declares, I don't think he makes it to 7. But if we were to end up with a quarterback, no logical Jet fan can be screaming, you have to play him, you have to play him, you have to play him. Why is he not playing? He must be a bust. Like, save all that stupid shit. We've done that. We've ruined players by playing them from day one.
Yeah, that would be the biggest
Never
mistake.
allowed them to be coached. We've never allowed them to develop. We've never allowed them to sit and learn. And I don't think Jordan Travis ever gets a shot because a new coach and general manager are not going to take a depth chart piece and say, this is going to be our guy. This is who we're going to tie our entire regime to. We're going to draft our guy. So Jordan Travis, I don't think we'll ever take a meaningful snap for the Jets. They'll showcase him in the preseason next year. They'll move him and go from there.
Yeah, I understand that. I feel that. I think it would be the biggest mistake in the world to draft somebody and throw them out there right away.
These are our draft picks this year. Round 2 or round 3. Conditional from the Raiders. Nice. Thank you, Mace. I am getting tired. And you know what sucks? I'm off tomorrow. I have a vacation day. And I have to wake up earlier tomorrow than I do on days that I work because
that's the worst.
I have to go to get my the knee that I got the ACL replaced.
Mm-hmm.
I have a doctor's appointment for the permanency with the workman's comp case. So I gotta
That's the worst. That's the worst, having to wake up early.
Because it's going to lead to good. I already did the one from my lawyer, and now I got to do the doctor's appointment for the company's lawyer tomorrow. Company's doctor.
Aha. Doctor's always fun having to do that shit. I got to go see my fucking doctor for my blood pressure again.
I'll stop smoking, dude.
No. I might. It's getting too expensive to smoke anymore, dude. My cigarettes just went up to like $12.50.
It's ridiculous. And they don't even make the packs bigger. You still get...
I know. That's why I get hundreds. The best I could do.
Yeah. Maze.
I actually smoke like the worst cigarettes ever, too.
I'm sure you do.
Newport 100s.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Maze, my thing on Aller is that Aller and his camp played this so smart. Before the college football playoff, they said he's going back to school. Now, he goes out there, he plays well like he has been. Say they go and win this whole thing. Your stock will never be higher. People will be clamoring for you, and then you declare. If you don't win it and you play poorly, you already said you're going back to school. If you play well and you don't win it, you can still declare. So I think, I've said it multiple times. The greatest sales pitch is to tell somebody that something's not available. How many times you drive along a highway and you see going out of business sales, 60% off furniture, and it's the same place with the same signs and the same people holding it weekend after weekend after weekend. Yeah, Drew Aller is the Penn State quarterback, Nate.
I gotta actually start watching college football, dude. I don't know anybody that comes out.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I don't ever talk about who we're gonna draft for the most part. I'm like, I just hope we get somebody good, man.
Oh shit. All right. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you, sir.
No
I'm
problem,
gonna wind
man.
it down. I'm exhausted.
I wrote down a couple. What did we learn to back up Boomtown? So I'll drop them for you.
Nice. There we go. Add them to the chat.
I didn't when
you.
I didn't since I hopped on though. I didn't because I don't want people to see me typing and think I'm Gia in the chat. So
I was just gonna ask, are you gonna be posting them as you or as Gia?
I'll see you, man.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate your contributions.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've hit that time of the show. As mentioned earlier, Boomtown was unable to make the show tonight. So I need all of you outstanding people, you shiners. Tell me, what did you learn? Wild Wave, I can only hope Carter falls to us. I hope he smokes weed out of a gas mask the night of the draft. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nate. I will be applying for full-time positions. I'm writing my letter of intent tomorrow, so my schedule might change. I don't know. Might have to take a full-time at night spot. So, I mean, it would be shows starting at 11 o'clock at night or during the day, maybe more weekends. To be determined. We shall see. But what did we learn? What did we learn today? Jesus, Jerry Vodka. I learned the cigarettes are expensive and it's hard to quit. Sarah, I'll tell you what I didn't learn. It's not how we play this game. Gosh, pay attention. And that's what Weed's next background would have been. Well, just have to keep watching. Maybe he will join us tomorrow. Wyatt coming in, member for 1 month of the channel. What's up, Wyatt? It was a rough season, but we will do better next year. I like it. Way to end the show, a little positivity. Very good, Hawk. I learned that despite Bobby having the flu and canceling all shows, he will call in to defend his friend still. He will not miss calling in. I'll get a text at 9:02 in the morning. No shows today. Can't send the scale picture. But he'll call into Jake's show. He can't resist calling in. Hawk, with another one. I learned that y'all hate Rex for reasons beyond me, even though he will save us guaranteed. All right, Hawk. Weed the people. I learned Nick likes breastises, but not Joy Taylor. Nick is saggy for Nagy. Wild Wave really wants Glenn, but not Glenhead. Nick misses peanut butter. Joy Taylor is still mid. And if you notice the spacing on this, I deserve a round of applause for reading that correctly. There's no spaces. The words connect. That was a puzzle. And I think I fucking nailed that reading that live. Oh, Nate, I learned that the Jets have many options at head coach, and I'm almost certain they will muck it up. Agreed. Very well. Well done. Jesus, Jerry Vaca. I learned that if it could have been Johnson, and Johnson. Nice. Bonus. What are we doing bonuses? Nick has 100% seen me with and without pants. The Nick Shine show is not about Nick Shine. Someone so tight. Hashtag Nick Shine quotes blitz is Fuego from San Diego. Nate also learned that we hope they don't muck it up. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Weed. Well done. Oh, breaking news. Boomtown's catching up. He did manage to learn a couple of things. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, we did good, Boom. We did good. Do we have an apprentice? Do we have a protege? I would say no, because he'll fail the drug test and he'll never pass the Canadian standards. Yeah, Weed's own language where they use spacebar differently. Or Weed just forgets to hit the spacebar in between words. Hawk, I relearned Hawk, but Hawk learned never underestimate Boom. Wild Wave, I learned that this fan base wants a coach that started the playoff drought. Not all of us, brother. Not all of us. ISU, I learned Nick has a high pressure hose and can make it back before Blitz BK track ends with time to spare. Twice. I am with Jesus Jerry Vaca and Nick doesn't give me answers. What did you ask him? I'm sorry. I did say that we're doing the off-season prediction show tomorrow. I didn't want to spoil it and give my predictions tonight. You're just going to have to spend 2 nights in a row with me, Kim, and tell everyone that that's what needed to be done. Weed making a request. Boomtown, never leave again. That was rough. Yeah, that was impressive. Sarah with a promotion. Everybody loves Weed. Oh, boom. All right. I was going to let you catch up more. I learned little ditties, no P ditties. Discord is getting minimized. Bobby is a poopy pants liar. Nick has many want you lists. 47 out of 48 for likes is a hell of a ratio. Nick wishes Johnny was outside. LOL, Nick, I typed it in a list format in Notepad, then copied it. I noticed it, but didn't space, but said, fuck it. Nick will know. I know how to read Weed. I know. Very well done, everybody. Very well done. Thank you. Oh, here we go. Alan with what did we learn? This is new. I learned that Boomtown actually might have more in Canada than Trudeau, but just barely. More power. More power. Well, Trudeau doesn't. He resigned. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for participating. The off season's here. There's plenty of Jet stories to come. And when you think they're done coming, they will come again. Say it with me. That's what she said. Good night, everyone. For those of you who are members of the Discord, post-game. But we will leave with the greatest trilogy ever. Just barely ahead of Back to the Future. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday Night Throwdown. I'm your host, Nick.
When the blitz comes, there's no one to block him.
It's 10 o'clock, get ready for the showdown. 9 toes down, Nick, ready for the throwdown. We proud Jets fans, we don't play with them pronouns. Best roster in the league, we playing with the pros now. They tell us slow down, call us delusional, call us losers as usual. But this season will be beautiful. Shotgun with you know who, but run it instead. Let Hall hit the hole hard.
That's what she said.
Ground and pound like it's 2010. The chat, we got many friends. Johnny wearing hats for super chat and watch him breathe again. Nick put the link so Bobby can call ball and speak again. Bonesy did the blunt, I got the weed and pens. We speaking green again. Jets news like it's CNN. A-Rod and Charles Gorman, it's like we seeing twins. Feeding tins, pounding on these bleeding fins. We 14 and 18 when they needing wins. They ain't seeing them. We run the ball and play defense. This is AFC hell where the teams repent. Ladies and gents, welcome to MetLife. This is Jet Life. We bleed green, this our best life. We just nice.
Let's say what's up to everyone.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Hey, Shiners. It's a party. My house. Discord party.
Let's got beat.
Yo, we at Sean's crib about to turn up. Music bumping, party jumping. Please someone fill my cup. We greet each other. Merry Christmas! And let the jet suck while Bobby yells at Stanley. Shut the fuck up. Then Gary intervenes and tells them don't be mean. Eat a stick of butter every day and you'll be lean. Then Santa runs off. I hope he left some gifts because Bobby scared him off. He's on the naughty list. This whole party's lit. Nate Clancy, many more. We hardly fit. And Addison and Weeds bought that Marley spliff. I licked on my lips cause old Jenna G make my heart beat skip. Damn Charles Gorman, was that a fart you ripped? Too much egg in your the hot dogs and chips. Now I want my dip. Tell me where the hell is Santa? He ran so quick. I checked the bathroom and oh shit. With Denmark Andy, Santa, Rudolph. No wonder Rudolph. Andy, you promised me. Wasn't gonna do that no more. Oh my god. Nick is gonna kick us out of here.
I don't know why I typed the comment. I could have just waited to say it. Sarah said, I hope I'm in Blitz's next song. I want to be that cool. No can do, Sarah. Hawk has to write songs for you now. We can't. I'm fucking typing it the whole time as the song's winding down. I'm thinking to myself, maybe just wait. And I'm like, no, there's one word left. Type it, send it, just show. Do whatever the hell you want.
To infinity and beyond!
I'll stay in my crib by the light, and so bright as the twilight's last evening.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome. And we'll see you back here tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. I'll be joined with the Buffalo Jet fan. Take care. And I learned that I can do a live show in less than 2 hours.
Let's got beat.
Gentry covering the football! Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic. You did great. Let's go. How is it still coming out? It's been 5 minutes.